Imagine if you had the ability to reformat your mind. Just like, okay, it's not working right. Let's just like turn this dial, turn this dial, turn this. Oh, now everything is just perfect. So let's talk about that. In my work in helping devotees, coaching, helping people in general, a lot of the problems that I see were just because of the way they were looking at things. And they were looking at things in a way that wasn't good for them. It was a harmful way to see a situation. They couldn't go forward because of how they were viewing the situation. And we've all been there. And a lot of us are still there. And this video is for you if you're still there. If your mind is not working for you 24/7, if in any way it's working against you, there's something you can do. And I call it reformatting or remolding. And this is not something I read in a book. It is something that I just started doing myself out of necessity, because I realized in my life, I don't ever want my mind working against me. And so when it starts working against me, I will just turn the dial here, turn this dial here, flick this switch, and like, okay, now it works. And a lot of you are doing this, but you don't realize it. But we're just not doing it enough. And I wanted to bring consciousness to what it is we do. So let's say you're in a situation and you see something and you say, oh, I would really like that. And then you start recalibrating. So, no, actually, I don't have the money. I don't really need it. Maybe that's just a luxury that's not really good for me materially or spiritually. So you've recalibrated, and then you just go, okay, let's forget that. That's not good. And so your mind now can deal with that. And then you look at the product and it's just like, okay, that's not what we want. Okay, that's an example of something perhaps not so significant. But you can do the same thing with bigger things. So here's the consciousness. Here's the way, at least I've understood how to do it for myself. If there's a situation and my mind isn't working well to accomplish what I want to accomplish, it could be anything. It could be that I'm envious, it's holding me back. I could be resentful. I could be fearful. I could be hesitant. I could be greedy, lusty, angry, intolerant, whatever it is. Then I just ask myself a question, and this is a simple process, and this is what you do. You ask yourself this question: how could I remold or reformat my mind so it works for me, so it sees this situation in a way which is not an obstruction, and or sees this situation in a way that my mind is actually going to help me deal with this, just by that one simple question. And you will see by asking that question, it's kind of like we're saying, Krishna, Super Soul, how can I do this better? How can I eliminate this? How can I see this in the proper way? How can I be more tolerant in this situation? How can I forgive this person for what they did? And you will be amazed. If you want your mind to reformat itself in a way that you can go forward, Krishna will say, okay, I can help you do that. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Well, Krishna promises, niyatamam prapadyante, so it does work. Anyway, my request to you is try reformatting your mind in a way that you're always thinking 24/7, I want my mind in the optimal position to help me. And you will see your mind, you'll start to develop a habit where your mind kind of automatically reformats itself. It's interesting, but it's true. You'll see your mind will start to automatically reformat because that's what you want. That's how you're programming it. You just won't tolerate it not supporting you. That just is like it's out of the question. You don't accept that anymore. And if you can come to that point where I just want my mind 24/7 to be supporting me, you'll see it kind of will default to a supportive attitude or supportive consciousness, supportive view, because that's what you want. Anyway, don't have to believe me. Try it and see if it works. And develop this attitude. This is the foundation, the attitude that I want my mind to work for me, not against me. And whenever it works against you, you have this problem. How could they do this to me? This is so bad. Can't get over this. Just try reformatting, see what happens. Maybe it will work for you. Definitely works for me. Hare Krishna.